Oh.
You right? Spilt it?
That little spillage there, yeah. I don't want to get over my white top, do I?
No. I'm so glad I never got sent a white top. It wouldn't have been white, right?
No, yours don't last that long at all, do
No,
they?
no.
Oh, you're still in now as well.
Just dropping over it. Nice.
Yeah, how's your coffee this morning?
Yeah, very good.
Was it? I thought you didn't like it.
Well, don't want to tell you it's brilliant because you'll just rest on your laurels, won't you? You won't like look to improve.
A little weak for you?
A week, yeah, but...
So I had to put mine in a flask this morning because I was very late out the door.
Yeah.
And actually forgot that I'd made coffee at home. So it went straight in the flask. So I do apologise for not bringing you one in.
Is it still warm?
Lukewarm.
Lukewarm.
It's actually quite nice.
So I've got instant, you've got posh coffee. That sort of sums up our life really, doesn't it?
Well, good morning everybody. Welcome to another Sunday morning show. Good morning, Leicester.
Morning, Dan. Good morning, everybody.
It feels like the let's get a show done before the golfers arrive show.
Yes.
That's what it feels like nowadays. That's exactly what it feels like. Like, get in, get the show done before we open up the shop. That's how it feels right now.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
We are sort of cramming them in right before we open, aren't we? It's just there's not enough hours in the day.
There is literally not enough hours in our day at all. Well, what a trip we've had this week.
Brilliant.
What a trip.
Yeah.
Yorkshire Golf. Would you have thought that Yorkshire Golf was going to be that good?
I sort of had a bit of an idea, obviously, with the quality of golfers that they produce and the fact that Yorkshire is one of the sort of premier counties at the level we played at, sort of county level, county finals, and some of the golfers that come out of Yorkshire. So I knew there would be some good courses, but yeah, we had a bit of a treat, didn't we?
Spoiled, absolutely spoiled.
Yeah.
So we have been this week. Last Sunday we left and we went up to Yorkshire. We went up to Leeds, the Leeds area, and we played All Woodley, which is a Mackenzie design, which I think, well, I know it's Mackenzie's first ever design.
Yeah.
Which was absolutely spectacular. We only managed to get like 9 holes done and a few extra bits that we wanted to get filmed because it was quite wet, wasn't it? And we got there a bit late, obviously, from travelling up during the day.
Yeah.
But what did you think of it? Did you like it?
Yeah, it's great. It was top quality golf course.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. Yeah.
For the parts that we saw of it,
yeah.
Which was obviously 9 holes, it was pretty special, wasn't it?
We more or less walked the back 9, didn't we?
Yeah, we pretty much walked it.
So we saw everything that needed to be seen. Yeah, really good. Yeah, really enjoyed that.
And then Moortown.
Moortown, yeah. For me, that was something particularly special.
That was quite impressive, wasn't it?
I think obviously the weather helped. We had a better day. It was still windy.
Yeah.
But we played right off the back tips. Had a really nice welcome.
That guy on the first putting green. He was looking at us both going, are you sure you two are supposed to be going off the back tees?
Yeah, it was a great golf course. It was one of the best ones I've ever played, to be honest.
Yeah, it's certainly in my top 5 anywhere in the world. That is just spectacular.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
It was superb.
I mean, we even had a text, didn't we, to say that possibly All Woodley would be better than Moortown.
Yeah.
But it's hard to say. It's hard to say. I think my gut feeling of Moortown, I would probably just edge it over All Woodley.
Yeah, I wouldn't say. I mean, they're both top quality golf courses. Yeah. I presume it's just personal preference on which one you prefer.
And also what you've played well on that day.
Yeah, definitely. You know, definitely. But yeah, both brilliant tracks. 2 I'd like to revisit.
Absolutely.
And the 3rd day we were at Headingley.
And again, what a lovely little track. And also, when I say little, it's not little, it's holding the English Amateur Qualifier this year as well, that's going to go alongside with Moortown. But what I absolutely loved from Headingley was obviously we got a chance to play with their secretary there, who was actually for me, he was very inspirational as a secretary of a golf club, because he had nothing but drive and ambition to help Headingley become, get it on the map and get it on the radar of English golf, which he's done it really.
I mean, for me, John had got the right balance. It was exactly what Dan said, but it wasn't about himself. It was about the club and the course and driving that forward. And he wasn't. I mean, he said like he's at an age where he wants to progress the club, and he's not even particularly that bothered if it's him doing it or if he's involved. He just wants to see that club progress and get to a level that he believes it should be, and that's that was refreshing, I think, more than anything.
Yeah, I think it was. It was fascinating to listen to his story in some ways about playing the golf course, and obviously he just grew up playing there, and then he left and came back to it, and they sort of brought him in as secretary. It was really, really good, and for people that work in the golf industry to see that type of level of enthusiasm is really actually quite inspiring, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Really, and a good golfer as well.
A quality golfer.
Yeah, he sort of underplayed his golf, didn't he, really? His level of golf and what he'd previously achieved.
Yes.
It was only after when he was kind enough to buy his lunch that he sort of revealed a little bit more. So
yeah, proper golfer.
Yeah,
we like proper golfers.
We do,
on this channel. It was good to watch him play. Yeah. Watch him strike the golf ball. It's fantastic. So this week,
just a thanks as well, just to FootJoy for sort of organising it.
And
sending us up there, because it was just we were well looked after. Even the accommodation, which was called the Village, wasn't it?
The Village,
which was just outside Leeds, on the sort of outskirts of Leeds. Just a really nice place, and had everything you'd want under one roof.
Under one roof, yeah. Well, we were up there because we were doing a bit with FootJoy with their Heritage Series, so all about the Premier Series shoes that they've just released, and also their heritage of 75 years of being involved in as shoemakers in golf. It's been a fun story for them and a fun journey for them, and to be a part of that this year it's going to be great. Really, really good. So we have another tour hopefully set up soon. We can't reveal exactly where that is going to be yet, but there is a plan in place to continue on the Heritage Series tour. And
we're fully booked up for Wales.
Fully booked, done.
Which is brilliant. So 24
Wales
people.
is completed.
Really looking forward to it. It's a good range of characters, people, different handicaps, different ages. So we're going to have a great trip.
We're going to have a great trip. So we're going to be at Ashburnham and Parlinkemfig later on this month, later in June. Month of June. Are we in June now? Is this June? No, we're not quite June yet. So later on in June we're going to be heading up to Wales, so that should be a good trip, and hopefully should be a good start of some more trips to follow, because obviously that's what we want to do. We want to get people more together, and as Lester quite rightly said, create a bit of a community of people.
Yeah, definitely.
So it should be a good trip. So we've had another exciting week on the channel.
We have, yeah.
Not for us personally.
No.
But from Wilbur.
Yeah.
Who has had his first EuroPro event. So you will have seen last week we did was it last week or the week before? We went for the practice round at Harleyford, and we had a little tour around with Wilbur, with Paul, to see how Wilbur would get on. And this week he's been up there playing.
Yeah.
But I figured instead of us chatting about it, I figured that we should actually speak to Wilbur directly and hear what he has to say about it all. Let's go and see Wilbur.
So how was your first week on tour? Not like the bus tour, but like proper tour.
Proper tour. Yeah, it was different.
Was it?
Yeah, I struggled a bit.
Did you?
I'd say so, yeah.
So give us a bit of experience then. What was it all about? How did it make you feel and everything like that when you arrived?
So yeah, I actually felt okay all throughout. The early I got nervous probably once, and that was on the first green putting.
Did you?
Yeah, and I three-putted the first hole.
Right.
What was a bit different, it almost like I just struggled to get in the zone almost,
Yeah.
But bar that, I felt okay all throughout. I didn't hit the ball very well throughout the whole event. Wasn't great. I got myself out of positions a little bit.
And do you put that down to just tension, or do you put that down to just the fact that you weren't hitting it great that week, or?
I'd say it was like I just wasn't committing to a shot enough. I was more worried about hitting the fairway than actually hitting the ball and just going after it a bit more.
So you were almost focusing on the result, trying to almost put it into position.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I was just coming off the drive, it's a little bit hill, a bit necky, just leaking to the right.
Yeah.
And that was round one. That was mainly, and obviously that's a bit of nerves kicking in, you know.
So
and
round one, what did you shoot?
I shot 2 over round one.
Okay. And was it, you know, because you started off, I saw from the start, or from the card, that you started off with a couple of bogeys to get you going with, but then you managed to bounce it back all right.
Yeah, I got it back, and so I bogeyed 1, 2 and 5.
Yeah.
And 5 was quite unlucky because I've hit a really good tee shot, probably my best tee shot of the day, and it's hit the tree.
Yeah.
Or like 200 off the tee, and it's just dropped down next to it, so I made bogey there.
Okay.
Got it back a bit, and then let it go again with 2 stupid bogeys, just stupidity. One was a flyer that's gone over the back of the green, like dead, just didn't get up and down.
Okay.
Got it back again.
Do you think that's lack of reading the situation, or you just knew it might happen and didn't quite deal with it?
I had a bare lie on 11 down the left hand side, and we just under the tree, and I just didn't think it was going to come out hot at all, and it's just gone, see you later, over the back. And then I got it back again, birdied 14 and 15, what I did on the vlog.
Yeah.
And then on the last I got a bit unlucky. I didn't go out of bounds.
Right.
I hit it down the middle behind the tree and just made a stupid error second shot.
Right.
But round one was like very sloppy. I think first ever event, it's a struggle, you know, and reflecting from that, the decisions I made a few times.
Some people say that when they have a card in their hand, they buckle a little bit. Would you say it's something similar to that type of feeling for lots of people? Where you feel that you've got a card in your hand, you're almost like you're wanting to do well and produce a good score, that the emotions sort of build up a little bit. Would you say that it had something similar to that sort of line, or
I think my emotions were okay. I don't think it was buckling. I felt confident. It's not like I thought, oh, I'm going to do bad or anything. It's just it just almost got away from me, you know. It's like I'm hitting okay shots, and especially putting, I've gone from, you know, I'm normally quite an aggressive putter, and I've gone from trying to hole it from 15 foot to getting a bit wafty and trying to 2-putt from 15 foot. The stroke got a little bit long, and then I was almost like decelling a little bit.
Okay.
And that's because you're almost like willing the ball, looking the ball to go in the hole, so my head was popping up.
And then round 2, you managed to get it round and you were under par?
2 under, yeah. But same again, I just struggled. It was just both days, I could have been so many shots better, and because of silly mistakes I wasn't, you know. I've missed 2 putts from 1.5 foot, was unlike me, and a couple of 3 putts, and I hit it better second day, like a better start, started par. I think Neil said after 5 holes I was like 5 shots better, so it's like crazy, yeah. So.
And then on reflection then, so what have you sort of, how have you feel after the end? Because you finished at level par, 5 under made the cut.
Yeah.
So there's some seriously good scores going on.
Yeah, so I've had a good chat with James on the way back, James Roof, and obviously I spoke to Paul about 5 minutes ago, and they're just reflecting on it, and they're saying, well, these boys aren't scared of going low.
Yeah.
And James brought up a good thing. He says, this EuroPro, you're not looking to make the cut, you're looking to win these events. And on the second day, I'm looking at the cut line, thinking, what have I got to do instead of actually playing golf? Just play golf and make birdies. Just instead of thinking, okay, I've got to do this, and this, plodding around, thinking too much. Just take it one shot at a time.
And what James means by that is more that the EuroPro is not. There's not a career on the EuroPro.
No, definitely not. No,
you know, you've got to get on and off of it as quickly as possible. To get off of it, you want to get out at the top. So you need to win, and the money's big at the top, and then it really drops off as you carry on through. So for you to actually qualify through the EuroPro onto the Challenge Tour or European Tour, you've got to earn some serious money.
Oh, definitely,
throughout the year, you know.
Yeah, and it's not like the European Tour where you can almost make a living for getting top 20s, top 15s. This event here, you're not breaking even.
Yeah.
You know, so I've had a good discussion with them. And I've taken a lot of positives away from the 2 rounds, definitely. So.
And how do you feel now? So you've got another event. You've got a week out.
You're coming
back onto the bus tour for for
an appearance. Yeah.
And then you got back onto it. So feeling positive, feel like it's somewhere you can compete and be confident on.
Yeah. You just need your game to click at the end of the day, don't you? I can shoot low scores. I'm not afraid to shoot low scores. It's just getting it done. So like my wedge game was really good day 2. If anything, irons, I was getting a bit leaky out to the right, and that's just because I'm almost guiding it instead of really going through the shot. And I'm not turning, I'm sliding, so I'm getting a bit in front of the ball.
Yeah.
And driver, I just need to say to myself, just go after it, just hit it harder. Yeah, just hit it harder. If I hit it harder, I hit it straighter.
And tour life.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of downtime, isn't there, in tour life?
So I quite enjoy that.
Yeah.
So whereas Neil wanted to go out quite a bit, he wanted to
do things. Yeah,
he wanted to do things, and I'm quite happy to go back to the room and just chill out for a few hours,
and chill
have
out
a snooze.
Yeah, and I mean, you've got to create. I mean, we talk about golf routines or pre-shot routines and that sort of stuff on the golf course, but these guys that are on tour, they have routines on tour as well, don't they, to live in some ways.
This is a route. I'm going back to the course. This is the big thing that we've spoken about, is getting a routine before my shot, because it was like a 5-hour round, and I'm playing too quick for these guys. Like I play quick golf. I'm normally rounding under 4 hours.
Yeah.
So we need to come up with an idea when I get to my ball, because obviously sometimes I'm not playing first. It's just relaxing, just staying there, have a drink, and then when they've played, get ready myself. Instead of, whereas this tournament I was getting the yardage, I had the club out ready to go like this, and I've got 5 minutes, and like I'm saying to Neil, what's the yardage again?
Yeah.
What's the yardage again?
You've forgotten it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just learning little things like that. It's just when it's my shot, get a yardage and then just go.
Yeah.
And I think that's a bit the routine is just key. It's going to save you so many shots, whereas you're overthinking shots because you're there for that long.
And you felt quite supported, like through social media and everything like that?
Yeah.
I mean, you had a lot
I
saw a lot of comments that came through.
A massive thank you to everyone that did send me a message. I probably had about 250 messages in total, yeah.
Brilliant.
And even so, I had Kev that come round for round 1 that walked all 18 holes with me, and we had a bite of lunch after, really nice guy.
Yeah.
So he knew Neil, so he come round. And then day 2 I had Neil Cavendish, who is a massive fan of the channel. He come round as well and watched me all 18 holes, and we had a pint after with him as well. So, so 2 really nice guys. Got a couple of selfies and stuff. So they really enjoyed it. And I think actually Kev's going to come and caddy an event with me. So
perfect.
So yeah, we got along really well and everything.
So still a long season ahead, Wilbur.
Yeah.
And we'll keep everybody informed as to how the season's going. And obviously the schedule is already out and things. And
schedule's out, yeah.
People can come and watch you play whenever.
So
anywhere near you.
My next event is Donington Grove, and that's the 9th to the 11th of June.
Yeah.
And then I've got a few events straight after each other, so I think I'll go
Donington Grove's Newbury, isn't it?
Newbury, yeah. So I've just booked my accommodation today, so I'm all set up and ready to go. Just a week of bit of practicing and back to the bus tour.
So always good to catch up with Wilbur.
Yeah.
Always good to catch up with anyone that's just come back from a tournament, just to get an insight into how they're feeling. We did it with Paul when we came back from that European Tour event last year. And I do you know what? You have these little proud moments in your life, don't you? But that was a little proud moment for me. It was a little proud moment for me. To take him kind of under your wing when he needed a place to go and do his PGA and get it going, and now having the opportunity to watch him sort of flourish on the EUROPRO Tour, it's nice. I loved it.
I think once he starts to feel sort of confident and with being there and feel like he belongs, and the results will sort of pick up. But definitely encouraging his second round, shooting an under par round. Yeah. And now he's seen what he's got to do. He's seen the level of competition. He's got to step it up that level. It's a big step up from playing West Region, in my opinion, where there's half a dozen golfers that can win who are playing full time. He's now playing against full time guys who are dedicated, practicing, looking to get off that tour. You've got past European Tour winners playing on it. You've got guys that have had European Tour cards and Challenge Tours and played higher that are trying to get back up there. And you've got people starting out their careers. So you've got a good sort of mix of everybody on there.
It's
but Will belongs on there, and he's got to believe in himself, gain that experience.
Yeah.
First few events, and then mid of the season look to progress and push on again.
It's proper cutthroat out there. You know, you got to think that, like Lester said, you know, you've got guys that are obviously like Wilbur that are desperate to get moving and get on with their careers. You've got other guys that have had a taste of playing on the European Tour or playing week in, week out on the Challenge Tour, and the one place they want to be is back there. They don't want to be down on the EUROPRO. But the level of golf, you know, round one, guys shooting 9 under par. Round two, like he shoots the course record. Follow that up the next day with a 10 under, and then straight after that we have another 10 under. Yeah. You know, so no, 11 under. So you think, you know, it's seriously impressive golf.
Guys can seriously play.
And I spoke to Will. So I spoke to Will actually when he'd finished his round after day 2. And you know, he was a little bit down. His caddy Neil was chatting as well. He was extremely proud of how he performed on the course and how he controlled his game and everything. He said he was really, really impressed with how it all unfolded. But what I sort of said to Will is that, you know, he's come on leaps and bounds since his amateur days here at Torquay, and you know, I mean, Will never played really county golf. In any massive level, you know, you didn't see him going off to South West Counties Week and things like that. No. You know, so he's come on leaps and bounds, and it's kind of like when you play county golf or that level, you know, if you shoot level par 1 or 2 under in a tournament, the chances are you're going to win it. Yeah. And then when you step up into the pro ranks and you play like local Devon PGA stuff, you know, you shoot 4 under, you're going to win it. Yeah. You know, and then if you get to the regional stuff, you shoot 7 under, you're going to win it. Yeah. Well, rounds get to EuroPro and you've got to be shooting 10 under to win it. You know, so it's always that next step. But I think
you think the cut was at what 5 under?
5 under, I think it was.
I mean, that's when you shot 5 over 36 holes and you're not even you know, 4 under for 36 holes. You're not even playing the last round. You're not making any money. And that's serious golf, isn't it?
Proper golf, yeah. For that length of course, it's proper golf.
Yeah.
So I think really what it also comes down to is that Will knows his level, knows where the levels are. He knows the quality of the golfers that he's up against. All of those guys can go out and win that event all day long. And I still believe that Wilbur is one of those guys that can go and do that. So I don't, you know, he was obviously a little disappointed to start, you know, certainly when he first finished. But I think he will learn a lot and then really press on from it. I think it's absolutely where he should be. Yeah. Absolutely where he should be. So, well, what about this week? Oh, have you got, I think you've got a little something special for us, haven't you?
Yeah.
Not that we were going to do any of these shout outs, but this is not a birthday one, is it? This is a little bit of a special one.
I will still, we'll have a ticker bar going across for birthdays and other sort of events that occur, but the odd one which is either a funny story or something a little bit different, we will obviously give a mention to. Yeah. So I've got a message here from Stacey. Hi Dan and Lester. My husband Ronnie and I are big fans of your channel. That's always a good start.
Always a nice start, yeah.
Ronnie has been playing golf for about 12 years and this week had his first hole-in-one at the 7th hole at his home course, Port Patrick Dunsky Golf Club. Right. I think that's how you say it. Apologies if that's slightly wrong. He would love a shout out on a Sunday morning show. So that's his first hole-in-one. So it's a special moment, your first hole-in-one, isn't it?
It is. Can you remember yours?
It was many moons ago. When I was knee-high to a grasshopper.
You had a run of them for
I did, yeah. I had 5 in like 4 or 5 weeks, yeah.
Just had a look. So Ronnie, it could happen. You could get a few more.
And then I went about 6-7 years out one. So, yeah.
It just stops,
yeah. So yeah, just come to a halt, but I was playing a lot more then. So.
Yeah, I remember mine was in my first ever college event in America. So I just got out there and I was going along quite nicely. You know, I was around level par and I was coming up to like the 16th hole, I think it was, and hit a 4-iron, got it onto the front edge, tricked it up, straight in, shot 2 under for the day, and off we went. Fantastic, great feeling. Yeah. Not such a nice feeling when you got to buy the whole round afterwards.
It's my favourite feeling with my clothes on.
Is it?
Yeah. Is that too early for that? Is that
very,
a cut?
Very early. The golfers aren't even here yet.
No.
Well done, Ronnie. It's fantastic. Enjoy it. Save the golf ball. Sign it. Put it on the mantelpiece. Whatever you got to do with it. I've got them all somewhere.
And just obviously another one, Craig, who appeared on the channel.
Craigie?
Craigie? Yeah, Craig Passmore. He was on the Yelverton vlog last year sometime.
Yeah.
He had just come back from uni and he had the best par 5 average on whatever little tour thing he's playing. So he was number 1 on the stroke average on the par 5s.
What tour? What are you on about? What tour?
So his college tour.
In America?
In America, he had the lowest par 5 average.
So that won't be a little, that'll be quite big, that.
So yeah.
That's quite good, that.
So
that'll be it's NCAA.
Whatever he was playing
Probably
on.
his conference, maybe.
I'm not sure, but he was, and he had a 9 on one of the par 5s as well. So
he's.
were
you here when he came in?
Yeah.
So I had not seen Craig. Craig's just come back from America and done his first semester out there and loved it, absolutely loved it. And we will get him back on the channel. I've got something organised with him later on this month, but we will get him back on the channel. But his first tee shot in here, he brought out this driver that he was testing out and hit it in the studio. 347 yards in the air.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
It just put my back out just watching him do it.
It's like 80 yards past us.
This studio has never seen 347 yards in the air. That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, look out any golf hole, isn't it, when you got that in your armoury?
What about Phil Mickelson? We haven't even mentioned him yet.
Well, we should do, really. We don't really talk tour stuff, do we?
No.
But I mean, are you impressed?
Yeah, massively. I mean, we've been discussing it this week. We actually discussed it on Sunday when he was winning when we were away, and it's phenomenal, isn't it? I mean, but like you were saying, his body shape is not that of a 50-year-old, is it? Or nearly 51. He's worked hard to maintain or even improve his fitness, and he was bombing it. I mean, he was hit the 16th hole in particular. He was longer. He had the longest drive of the week, and it was like longer than Brooks, and I think there was a couple of holes where he'd hit it longer than them. So he's still got that massive length advantage. But just holding his emotions together to win that tournament.
You could see it all building up with him, couldn't you?
Yeah,
it was great to watch him trying to manage his emotions from there. It was fantastic to watch.
Absolutely superb. Let's hope for everybody.
Let's hope for you at 40, Bernie. Let's hope for you at 40.
I think my major championship days are over.
Well, I think that's it for this week. Have you got anything else that you would like to report for the Sunday morning show?
No, nothing to report.
No, I think we're going to go and open up the shop now and get back to work.
Hope everyone has a good week.
Enjoy your weekend and enjoy St Mellion. We got St Mellion next week, so enjoy St Mellion, and we will see you all again next Sunday.
See you soon.
See you later.